Number three, choose the right market that mirrors your personality. Okay? Choose the right market that mirrors your personality. We are all different. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Future Trading with Mike, and today is not a trading day. Today is actually the 12th of March. It is Saturday, and I decided to do a video, I guess to kind of answer some questions, to relieve some stress to some individuals that kind of had questions about the same topic. Um, so what the topic of discussion will be today is going to be centered around how do I overcome the fear factor in trading. Fear is a part of the psychological parts of the mental state to where people kind of are afraid to actual trade because they have no problem paper trading. They have no problem doing the simulation trading, demo, whatever you want to call it. They have no problem maybe doing some type of evaluation, whatever the case is. But you would think that in doing those things, and especially if you are doing well, to where you have a higher win rate than losses, that you would be able to, build confidence in yourself to be able to trade without any, kind of psychological or mental emotions stepping into the picture. But that is probably the biggest thing in trading that most people have a hard time over, you know, crossing over that barrier is the mental problem, the psychological problem. They can't get from beside themselves, is what I'm trying to say. But before we jump into that, I always want to thank those who have currently subscribed to the channel. If you've already subscribed to the channel, thank you. If you haven't clicked that bell notification, little bell icon, then take the time to go ahead and do that, guys. It's free of charge. It's going to help you guys because every time I upload a video, you'll be getting an alert that a new upload has uploaded to the channel. So, and if this is your first time watching one of the videos, guys, I'm a price action trader every day. I trade the E-mini S&P 500, which is a derivative of the major index, the S&P 500. So that's what I do. I price action trade. I discuss my strategy. Those that have been following the channel see me trade the same strategy day in, day out. And I go into detail. I explain each one of my trades, and not just that. I got plenty of videos on the channel where I actually discuss and show you off offset, meaning outside of the actual normal trading hours, like the actual strategy I use, like how I use it in my trading. I break it down. So there's tons of videos on the channel that you can go back and watch. So, and not just talking about the strategy itself, but I go into, there's plenty of videos on the channel. My chart setup, the different indicators that I have on the chart, which I'm not big on indicators. If you look at my charts now, all I have is the volume profile, and on the 12 range, I have the cumulative delta, which is the level 2 data um, that pretty much just lets you know. It shows you by picture representation the orders that are coming in and going out the market. So it's real time. It's not anything that's lagging like some of your like indicators like the MACD, the RSI, and ATRs and things like that. Not to say not or downplay those indicators, but the cumulative delta, the CD, is probably one of the best indicators you can have. I mean, there's two factors to me: volume profile. Volume is important, and then being able to see whether you have some type of like reading the tape or using a cumulative delta. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. Today, like I said, is how to overcome the fear in my day trading. Maybe you're a beginner because this is probably centered more around for beginners. So if you're a beginner and you're looking to start day trading, maybe you've already, like a video I've done before, establish an account with some type of platform provider that allows you to be able to, or chart provider that allows you to trade, have your data feed set up, broker you've already picked out, everything synced up, you've been trading, you got your charts laid out and formatted however you want to, trade. If you're going to trade, whatever chart style you want to trade, if you're trading minutes, range, volume, tick, whatever it is, maybe you even have a strategy. Maybe you've been watching my videos and you like the way that I trade, the strategy I use because it's simple. I'm a simplistic person. I believe in simplicity in my life. I like that. The more simple I can make things, the easier it is for me. I don't like carrying, a lot of baggage and have a lot of headache. So simple is the way to go. So once you have all those things in order, and if you started day trading, like basically just, paper trading, sim trading, demo, whatever the case is. Do that for a period of time. And then when you start to see that you're getting better and better and better, this is primarily like the first part that people have to overcome. It's one of those things to where I'm going to talk about 5 different, I guess, elements or 5 different parts that people really need to overcome when it comes to fear, to allow them to switch that mode from going, from demoing or simulation trading and really jump into the big game. Meaning, you're really putting money on the line now when you're going live. You're really stepping it up. You're really putting it all out there. The cards are on the table, and you got to know how to play them strategically right. Okay, so the first part to overcoming fear is you have to believe in yourself. You have to have that confidence boost. You got to know who you are as a person, because trading is not for everybody. It is truly not for everybody. When I first started, I didn't know anything about trading. It was more so someone mentioned it to me. I knew what trading was, but I didn't know the different sides that you could actually trade, the different asset classes, the different equity markets out there. I didn't know all these different things. All I knew was stocks. That was it. Just like most people, when you hear trading, you think of stocks. Oh, buy and sell stocks, buy and sell companies, whatever the case is. But there's so much more you can trade. And when someone introduced me to, which is a family member, to the future markets, I stuck with it. I didn't try to trade options. I didn't try to trade stocks. I didn't try to trade forex. Those things, I'm not downplaying those people that do that. I just say I like the future markets. I like the way they move. I like the indexes, the indices on the future markets. So that's why I chose the future markets. But yes, you've got to have that boost of confidence. If you are, especially if you set all this up, you establish things just to trade, so you can trade, and you spent time perfecting things in simulation or paper trading, same thing, and you got to the point to where you're doing extremely well. It's time, guys. You just got to. I think people have a hard time cutting ties from something that, and then switching over to something that could be, uncharted territories to them, meaning that I'm going from not actually using my money to now I have my money on the line. Okay, so just you have to get over that barrier. You have to put yourself in the mind state of where, just as like you're confident in most things you do in life, if you've accomplished things, whether it was going to college, whether it was at that prior job you have, or that job you have now, maybe a part-time trading, and you learned something, you perfected it, you gotten better at it. That's the same thing. Same thing in trading. It's just like we win accomplishments. We gain accomplishments. We become good and successful at certain things, and then it's second nature to us. That's how trading should be to you. It should be second nature. Okay. So that's just number one. You have to have the confidence. You believe in yourself. Okay. Number 2, do not trade with money that you have that you are afraid of losing. Pretty much, set aside a percentage, X amount of money. You should have money set to aside before you even start trading. Or maybe you're working yourself up to say, I want to start day trading. I want to start trading, and you're working at a job, and it's something new to you that you want to learn, and you're starting to set money to aside, like how you're doing a savings account. So set money to aside that you aren't afraid of losing, because you will take losing trades, and you hear people talk about all the time, I bust my account, blow my account. That may happen. It may happen. But if you do, and that does happen to you, you should never be afraid. You should never be upset with yourself for losing that money, because the fact is, it's you took on that responsibility of wanting to step into the game of trading, the world of trading. It's one of the most riskiest things you can do, but it's one of the most rewarding careers, one of the most rewarding businesses that you could ever step into as well, as long as you know what you're doing. Okay, patience is a virtue. If you ever heard of that, trust me, every bit of that, every part of that is true when it comes to trading. You have to be patient and disciplined. 2 things that I could highly recommend to anyone: patience and discipline. So make sure you have money set aside. Okay, I can't tell you how much. It depends on you, because everybody's financial situation is different. Make sure you have X amount of dollars set to aside that you are going to place into your brokerage account and are not afraid of losing in the event that the market doesn't go against. I mean, the market goes against you, and you know you get stopped out. And here's the biggest thing people do: they get into a trade, they don't know where to get out at, or they let the market come back against them, thinking the market's going to turn back around. Guys, when you start taking a loss, get out. Okay, cut your losses. Wait for the next one. Because if you keep doing it, you're gonna bust your account. You're gonna blow your account, and you can blow your account in one trade if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, so trust me. Make sure you have the correct capital that is not capital or money that you're using to pay your bills with. If you are taking money that you're going to pay your bills with, you should be ashamed of yourself. Do not ever do that. Okay, do not ever do that, because you're robbing not only yourself but your family of an opportunity. Of you're not paying those bills. You're not paying the power bill. You're not paying the rent, the mortgage, whatever the case is, the car note, whatever the case is. At that point, you're gambling with your life. You're gambling with your lifestyle. You're gambling with the money that you have. You're gambling with your family's livelihood. So don't ever do that. Okay. Number 3, choose the right market that mirrors your personality. Okay. Choose the right market that mirrors your personality. We are all different by nature. Our personalities. We are all not the same. We're here, and we may not agree with people in general. That's why the whole saying I agree to disagree, whatever the case is. Everyone's opinion has opinion about something. We're opinionated as just part of our nature. Not saying that's a bad thing, because it's not. Because when we come together as a team, people can bounce ideas off of each other. Okay, and so everyone's opinion is different. The same thing when it comes to trading. Like, you have to pick and choose what works best for you. And when I say that, I mean in what market actually works best for you. Think about it. I like trading ES. Why do you like trading ES? People ask a lot of questions, and I think it helps them overcome the barrier of comfortability, satisfaction in a sense, trying to get an understanding why other people do certain things to kind of smooth their way of thinking. I trade the ES because, to me, first of all, even though it's a thick market, it's a slower paced market. It's more methodical in a sense. It moves, ebbs and flows. I have more time to think about a trade in a sense versus some of these markets that move real quick. I'm a patient person, so the ES is patient. I'm patient. So you have to find markets that mirror your personality, your style of trading. And when you do that, it's just like you're working against opposite forces. If you're sitting here competing against one market, so that market is doing one thing, it's got a different personality than what you have, and then you're clashing heads, and that's why you're losing. Because if you are a methodical type person that sits back and has the patience to see things, the bigger picture, the scope of things, you're very analytical when it comes to things. Because one thing about trading, you have to be analytical. You have to be able to wait for the setups and see them. Okay, you have to wait for and be anticipate the next move. If you're one that is a likes to see things and take the time to kind of break them down, that's why I trade the ES. And then you try to switch over and start trading the NASDAQ. You're not going to understand it, because you come from a slower paced market to where it takes its time. It allows you to be patient versus a market that's racing. Like, it's like being on, I don't know, being on speed, some kind of drug out there. It's like, and then people who can trade it. I'm not saying I'm not knocking those who trade the NASDAQ, the Dow, some of these thinner markets that really move, oil, the DAX. I'm not knocking people who trade those. They're excellent markets to trade. It's just the fact is, I believe pairing yourself up. Now, do I trade the NASDAQ? I look at the NASDAQ. Have I traded it before? Yes. I think it's a good market to trade. And I probably will start looking. I have it on another monitor, the monitor that I look at it, while I'm trading the ES. I do not look at the NASDAQ. And I probably will try to, probably start in the future trading it as well. Maybe outside of my, recorded sessions that I posted to the channel. But pick one that mirrors your personality. If you're a fast-moving person, fast-paced person, you like to see things move. You like to get in a trade and get out real quick, and maybe it's just your personality. You just are a very quick thinker. I see it, boom. I see it, boom. I see it, boom. Choose a NASDAQ. Choose one of the faster paced markets, whatever the case is. I mean, I just believe every market has its own personality. So, and as people, we have our personality. So just pick one that mirrors and study it. Study that particular market for a while and figure out which one works best with you as far as your personality. Which one works best with who you are as a person. Okay. Um, I'll leave it like that. Number 4, never trade with a clouded conscience. Okay. This is very important. All right. Because as traders, we trade based off of, well, I say this like this. As people, we move and operate and based on emotion. Everything we do throughout the day, um, it's pretty much based on emotion. Okay. And there are so many obstacles or so many forces out there in the world that, and even in home, that could impact the way someone their thought process, their emotional state. Some people may be suffering from something that is just genetic, just genetically within them, that can be passed down, whatever cases through, just genetics. Okay, so emotionally speaking, you have to have a clear conscience, okay? You cannot come to the table and try to trade if you got baggage, stress, um, just things that are holding you down, that are causing you to really mess with you mentally to where you're just not prepared to deal with anything else in life at that moment. Because, and you have to think about it, you have to be fair to yourself. Why would you want to sit in front of your own monitor, start looking at the market when you're battling something else that is holding you back, whatever that may be? Everyone has their own, everyone has something, and life is not perfect. There's always something that we have to deal with mentally, at times in our life. And those are the days where you just shut it down. I'm not trading today. I'm not trading until I can get over and get past the event of things that are going on now to figure out how to emotionally deal with whatever it is to get over that hill. Because if you step into the game of trading and step into the world of trading and your conscience is not clear, do you think you're really going to be able to sit in front of this monitor and see your monitors, your charts, and really see what's going on? No, you're not. The biggest thing about trading is being able to see what has happened prior to, speculating what can happen in once the session opens up, whatever the case is, when you start marking levels. And you will not be able to clearly understand or read the market if you don't have a clear conscience. It's like sitting here trying to go to work when you've got personal things that have been bothering you that you're bringing to work. They always say, don't bring your personal baggage to work. Right. You cannot come to work dealing with stress or whatever from home or anything else in the world and be able to perform at the same level that you once could, or that you did last week. You have to be able. Sometimes that's how people take a little time off. They take the time off. Your boss may even say, "Hey, you seem like you're going through some things. Maybe take a little time off. Come back when you're a couple of days when things have kind of cleared up." That's what I'm saying. Come to the table, sit in front of the charts when you have a clear conscience. Mind is clear, clear as a crystal ball in a sense. Come to the table and start trading when you can get back to performing at the same level. I think people suffer from that every single day when it comes to trading because, especially more so when you're actually at home working. In a sense, yeah, you don't have to deal with the elements of the things out there in the world, but a lot of people do a lot of stuff right there in their own home. So working from home and you're already dealing with stuff at home could really be a hindrance to you sometimes. For some people, not all. I'm not saying that. And the last one, number 5, make sure to trade with a solid strategy, guys. This is one of the most important things too, as well, because having a strategy. Can you trade without the strategy? Simple question. No. There's so many strategies out there and ways to trade. Yes, there's people trade different strategies every single day. You can go online, go to YouTube or Google or whatever, and watch tons of videos, different traders, and they're going to show you a different way to trade, right? So that's one of the biggest things that people have to like really fine tune. Really have to dig deep. When I say dig deep, you got to dig and dig and dig and dig, because I've dug and dug and dug until I learned this, saw this, learned this from different people, different traders, gurus out there that just aren't teaching it right. And I believe that people will become successful when they surround themselves in life with simplicity, making things simple and making it easier for yourself. Um, Helped me. It really helped me because when I found a strategy that said it worked, I back tested, back tested, back tested. Years ago, simulation, and it worked. It worked. It worked. And I said, wow, this is really working. And the old saying is, don't fix it if it's not broke. Same here. Do not change the way you trade if it's not broken. If it's working, stick with it. Stick with it. So finding a strategy that actually works, and that's why I'm not gonna say preach or teach, but that's why I'm so heavy at dropping these videos every single day. That's why I go back and make videos surrounding certain topics. And I said this from the beginning, especially those who have joined the team months ago. I'm here for a reason. I can't carry what I know and share carry it with me. So this is a platform. YouTube has allowed me to gave me the ability to have a platform where I can share what I know when it comes to trading. What I've learned. Some things I picked up on myself. Some things I may learn and tweak from other individuals, whatever the case is. I'm not saying you have to mirror exactly the way somebody actually trades, because it's okay to tweak things. It's okay. I don't want to use a 60 range chart, rather use a 60-minute chart, or whether use a volume or tick chart. It's okay, but stick with the strategy is what I'm trying to say. Find a strategy that works, stick with it, and you will be okay. You will be just fine, okay? So these are just 5 things. I think 5 topics. I mean, the 5 topics, 5 areas that I think that people really should know that will help them in overcoming the psychological piece, especially fear, when it comes time from shifting from paper trading, sim trading. Now I'm ready for the big league. I'm trading with real money. Okay, so I'll leave it like that, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys who watched the video. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about today's video. Maybe this is going to help someone out. Maybe gave some good tips away. I'm just here to help those through my means of making these videos. So leave your comment. I like to hear from individuals, guys. Yeah, so just drop a comment below. I'd like to hear from you guys. That's going to do it. If this is your first time watching one of the videos here on the channel, well, hey, today was a good video, hopefully, and gave some good information away. But yeah, if it's your first time watching, please go ahead and take the time to sub to the channel. Make sure to hit that little, that red button, that subscribe button there. And as well, click on that little bell icon. That's the post notifications to make sure that you never miss one of the videos or uploads, okay? I'll see you guys on Monday morning where I'll be doing some more live trading, my recorded session. And like I do 5 days a week. So see you guys on Monday. Take care. Have a great weekend.